future. If we look back the journey and what today has drastically changed, the world is ever evolving, and even we are evolving, right? That's how I believe in. And the well-being has become the crux for all the organization, governmental agencies, the health, well-being. Sorry, request all of you to go on mute if you're going to ask any questions, unless. Okay, thank you. So yeah, I think the globally health, wellness, well-being has become of utmost importance for all of us, and that's why we are here today. Again, I'm really thankful for giving me this time from you all to really experience, and also I'm here to learn from you also the kind of questions you're going to ask me today. So before I could get started, I'm going to share something with regard to on my slides, which I have prepared. I know I don't want to make it slide, but at least it's good to really connect back as an anchor. So I hope all of you can see the screen. Yes, is it visible to all of you?
Yes, Raman. Yeah.
Okay, yes. Fantastic. Okay, so if you look at my screen, okay, this is just I'm sharing on my personal journey and personal experience. In 2006, when I was a fresh grad bachelor, just carefree, and just going with the flow, not really bothered. I know there's a big hand in it. Big hand I indicate as my parents were supporting me and my education. Like most of you, you would have had your godfather or your guardian who took care of you. Someone took care of me at that time. That's how I was, very, very free going, and somewhere like I connect that to like a movie like Wake Up Sid. I don't know how many of you seen that. Wake Up Sid, one of the good Bollywood movies. The guy who was to be carefree. That's how I used to be, right? But I never took care of my health and well-being because I felt okay. My genes is good because by the age you reach 25, 28, 30, genetically you'll be blessed. There'll be no issues. You do any type of wear and tear. You sleep only for 4 hours, or you do late night, whatever you want to do. That may not have much of impact. It might be for a day or two, you get back to normal. But as you keep aging, right, you see in 2014, and this is after the 2 years of my post-wedding effect, most of us, we get granted, amazing food from your wife, amazing food from your in-laws, your family, and you become chubby, whatever we call that, right? So it looks good, okay? People say, oh, you're chubby and all. But the short term, it looks good, right? But I started realizing my cholesterol levels, my heart rate, and even to take the stairs. One day, lift didn't work. I took the stairs. I never felt that heaviness in me. Was I heavy so much? I never realized. There was no self-awareness. Then gradually, in later on 16, 17, 18, it helped me to realize I had really gained a lot of weight and I didn't realize it because my genetically I was blessed and the age group was really good. Then I slowly transformed, and there was a situation where doctor recommended, Raman, you should have some pills for blood pressure. You should start having some cholesterol tablets. Then I said, okay, this is a time. Either I switch quickly, easy to take those tablets to fix my health, or do it gradually where it's much more organic, right? Where I transform myself. That's where I moved, you see, in 2019. And then I realized too much of, I become too much cranky on health. I want to be lean, slim, like Milan Soman, with 6-pack, 4-pack, family pack, whatever pack you like. That's where I wanted to change over. And then I realized I was ignoring my personal mindfulness, or be it spending time with family, balancing things. So everything has to be balanced. You cannot just focus on health, or just focus on work, or just focus only on study. Doesn't help at all. It has to be a fine balance of everything. And that's where you see now I'm still balancing, I'm learning, but it's a long journey. This is not a Christian Bale journey. Many of us see, Amir Khan before, after. It's not that kind of a story though, but at least something from my own experience, you need to keep balancing on a sustained basis. Yeah. Okay, that's the journey. I am now doing everything as much possible as Cable gracefully shared. So that's where is my journey today. Moving from there, why the well-being? Why health? Why are we talking about wellness? We are young, we have hot blood, we can do everything, we can achieve. Why these guys are giving us this morning talk, gyan on early Saturday morning, well-being, wellness? There is a purpose, there is a thing. Yeah. What's that? What's that? Here you go. The future of the jobs, especially on the well-being, wellness, occupational health hazards. It's going to be the top 10 jobs by 2030 and beyond. It was mostly ignored, and there are few organizations, multinational corporations, Fortune 100, Fortune 500 company, they have as a standard because they have to follow of this, because they have to submit to the authorities, health authorities, to the WHO, share partners, Dow Jones Index, everywhere, right? But that was as a default. But now even the medium, small companies, startups, organizations are really being considering the well-being as wellness as a key aspect. It is the integral part of everyone. And you know why? Imagine you're going to run an organization tomorrow. I know many of you might be entrepreneurs who never know, right? If you're going to start an organization and people are burning out every day, working 12 hours, 14 hours, not taking care of their health, imagine the amount of sick leaves, your insurance, everything is going to cost you. And that is going to be almost 33% of your overall cost if you're going to be running a company. Imagine you become a CEO or head of an organization. And similarly, you know what? These kind of jobs in Q1 21 has grown almost close to 29%. Imagine the value of this kind of jobs has grown so much, isn't it? So well-being, wellness, occupational health are the jobs for the future. Everyone is now focusing on these aspects. Okay. Moving on. That was from the Economist. What does the Forbes? Forbes, I know most of you know. They are also saying if this mental well-being, wellness, and everything is not being taken care, the cost of this is going to be 16 trillion. You know how massive is 16 trillion, right? Anyone knows what is the GDP of India? Any guess? Who can answer that? What is the GDP of India as of yesterday, last year, whenever? Can anyone speak up and share?
Two trillion probably.
Any other guesses? Anyone on the chat? Sorry, I'm not able to see the chat.
Approx 3 trillion, maybe.
Okay. Any other guesses? Okay. It's between 2 to 3. It's around 2.8 trillion, right? That is how many times? Almost what? How many times is that? 16 trillion. How many times is that? Almost 5 times, 5 to 5.5 times, right? That is going to be the impact. Imagine if how the government, how the World Health Organization is going to do and drive these kind of situations. Obviously, the well-being, health-related aspect is going to be of primary importance, and that's where you will find a future in you for taking up this as a career, right? Is it not that great? Where you are really, one is you're creating the value for the organization by reducing the cost. On the other side, you're helping to improve the well-being of your own employees or the people around you. Imagine you said, okay, I helped a person to improve his health. His own personal expenses has got minimized, isn't it? His own time being spent queuing up in a clinic or going to a hospital is all getting minimized. Isn't not that great? So that's where where especially with COVID, things have changed. So start focusing on well-being, wellness as your key aspiration if someone want to pursue that as a career. Okay. Hope you like the statistics and where we are heading towards with this kind of a job. Okay, coming to our why now, what is the purpose of now? Can I know about well-being? Now you become curious, okay? I'm interested to know about well-being, wellness, and this is where our session will start with. Okay, so intro about well-being. Well-being, wellness, like we use both the terms in parallel many times. What does it indicate? It's you being yourself with, you are convinced, so you are feeling happier, valuable, and you feel you're healthier mentally, physically, psychologically, socially, in all aspects. You feel you're satisfied and convinced. Again, there are different definitions. There is no any exact definition of well-being. This is something where you feel every day you are not bothered by any fear or worry. That's what is the holistic well-being is all about. Okay. So again, there are different pillars and dimensions by different levels and different organizations. But these are the common ones, at least 80% of it. One is the physical well-being, which most of us know, then the emotional well-being and social well-being. This is going to be the topics for us. Coming to the first, physical well-being. What is physical well-being? Physical well-being is your body movement, your nutrition, your sleeping patterns, being, so all these physically, whatever is there, it's all comes under physical well-being. Yeah. So that's how physical well-being is. Emotional well-being. Emotional well-being is all about mentally, emotionally, how are you managing yourself? Psychologically, everything falls under emotional well-being. Social well-being is connecting to the people, the society, right? Community. All these are social connects, friends, relatives. How are you managing that well-being? So these are the different three pillars, which is typically there across. Yeah. Now, coming to, there's one more thing. Sometimes self-awareness is also parked separately. Probably I could say that as another fourth dimension, but which we will also cover it up as a fourth dimension and fourth pillar. Any questions so far on the overall well-being? On the chat, I don't know if Keval or anyone can tell me.
So Ajay is asking, are there any yoga or mindfulness techniques to balance emotions?
Yes, we're going to talk about that. Thanks, Ajay, for the great question. So when we will come to some more activities you see on the screen, and then on the emotional well-being, we'll talk about that. Any other questions? Okay, all good, I suppose. So now moving on to the physical well-being, right? So physical well-being, we spoke about the well-being, like being your cool self every day, every time, being your best self. Coming to the physical well-being piece, which we spoke, the first activity. So come on to the video. If most of you can come, it's really great. Neck stretching. We don't have the tall neck as like giraffe. So at least we have a smaller one, but it is important that we manage it very well. Yeah. So how do we manage this? There are a lot of activities which we do, and there are selected ones which I want to share, the best ones. The neck is the important region for us because through this you can inhale, exhale, the breathe. You can eat. There's a pipe, the food pipe, right? The same pipe, the water goes in. So this is the main channel for us. But many times, because of you're sleeping in such a way, you're suddenly sleeping sometime in sofa, right? Sometimes I see, we end up sleeping anywhere, anytime. However, sometimes we are not self-aware, and that's where this impacts. When you have an impact on your neck, it also leads to impact on your brain, on your mind, on your hearing sense, feeling sense, and all those. So this exercise will really help you to stretch them well. Okay. So let's begin. If you can come on video, it's well and good. It would be really great. Okay. I could see many of you are coming up. Okay. So sit wherever you are seated, on a chair, on a floor, wherever you're seated, sit, relax, sit straight, make your back 90-degree as much possible. Okay. And then you have to make sure you are straight, relaxed shoulders. Okay. Done. And you have to inhale and look up, exhale, down, slowly, gently. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time. Inhale up, exhale down. And back to the center. Slowly and gently. Now, turn to the right. Inhale to the right as you turn. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. And exhale to the left. And back to the center. Okay, very simple, very basic. Up and down 3 times, right and left 3 times. Whenever you get break, after, let's say some of you are going to college, I suppose most of you, whenever you get a time, just do this stretching, right? You'd have seen people doing this, but do slowly and gently. That is being fully aware when you move your head and neck. Okay, so this was a very simple exercise on the neck stretching. Okay, moving on to the next activity. What do you see on the screen? Anyone knows humming bee? Can anyone tell me what is humming bee? Any guesses? Anyone on the chat sharing something?
The sound which bee makes, like this sound, what around the
Exactly.
body.
Spot on. Who was that?
It's Ajay here. Yeah.
Ajay, good. Thanks. So that's the humming bee, which is like bumblebee or whatever you call. It's a big one in size. It'll make a sound, right? But what is that correlated to here? What are we talking about the bee to this session? Basically, this is one of the technique we use in to cool yourself, calm yourself down. It's called Brahmari pranayama. Brahmari. So Brahmari is basically it's the sound, humming bee sound, which is being made when we do this activity. So what are we trying to do with this is, what is this eye, ears, and sound? How these 3 are correlated? Any guess? Anyone knows about these 3?
Like close your eyes, close your ears, and hear the sound.
Wonderful.
Make a sound.
Thank you. So what we're going to do in this activity is, you're just closing your eyes and ears. Why only eyes and ears? Why not mouth, nose? Why only these 2? Why not other things? Any guess?
These are the senses, the 7 senses. So we are just closing the senses out.
Exactly. And these senses are the most important one. Eyes is the most important sense in our body. And the next one is the hearing sense. These are the ones which gives you the incoming information always, most of the times. Remaining sense are okay unless you go nearest to the object or like the skin, right? This is the next level, but the top 2 are these. When you're stopping the information coming inside you, what will happen? You don't have any information, right? It's like computer with not having any browsers open, right? Nothing is open, just the laptop is on, that's it. In the same way, your body is on, you're closing your 2 of your senses. Then what are you doing? You're pausing all other information which is coming in, and so you're just listening to a soothing sound of your own inner sound. That's what this is called humming bee. So how we do this is like closing eyes like this and inserting, don't insert your thumb, okay, like kids, okay? Just press this particular skin, okay? Do gently, don't pressurize too much, right? Tomorrow, I attended a session from Raman, he made me deaf, so don't blame me tomorrow. So, and don't pressurize your eyes so much, okay? Gently, everything has to be done gently, okay? Remove your specs if you're wearing, okay? So place your fingers like this and close your ears. You have to inhale from your nostril and exhale from the nostril, making a humming sound. The focus here on the exhalation, longer exhalation, yeah? Inhale deeply and exhale gently.
పరిస్థితిలో అదే నీ ప్లాన్ అయితే చెప్పి ఇప్పటి నుంచి అడ్వర్టైజ్మెంట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు దాని గురించి బయట.
So once you finish, you can rub your hands like this, and you can easily cup your face as you finish. Okay. So how do you feel now after doing this simple activity for 15 seconds or 20 seconds? How do you feel? Some chats, if someone can help me to read.
So Nigam is saying fresh.
Great feelings.
I say it's a bit relaxing. Calms down.
Pleasant feeling.
Wonderful. Thanks for sharing your views. Imagine this we did for 15 seconds. Just 15 seconds, the impact is so soothing. If you do for 10 minutes in a day, longer exhalation, imagine the kind of impact you will have on your own mind, body, and everything. So this is the impact. And when can I do this? Probably normally people might ask. You can do during your breaks, like you have to switch over between multiple meetings or calls, or you have to attend some classes. So make sure between these breaks you can do this. How many times can I do? You can do 5 times, 6 times, up to you, but do it gently and gradually. And this is also helps you to reduce anxiety, stress, worries. Let's say you are deciding, I don't know, I should order from Zomato or Food Panda or Swiggy. You can use for that purpose also when you are not clear on the decision you want to take, or you want to choose your career also. So use it anytime, this activity, to get clarity of your thought. Because at that time, you're pausing all the information and just listening to this humming and soothing sound of your own sound. I know you may not be Mohammed Rafi or Rahman as a singer, but this soothing sound will help you to listen your own sound. Okay. Even in, like, sometimes you are bathroom singers, some of us, I don't know, or what type of singers, but this sound is really nicer and good for you all. Okay. So this was on the humming bee. Any questions on humming bee or Brahmari Pranayama, so called? All good? No questions on this? So tomorrow onwards, you'll become a bumblebee. Huh? Okay. If not, it's okay. No worries. Good. We move on from here to the next activity. But also one thing to remember, you can do even when you're traveling, you're in a bus, in a car, anywhere, right? It's a simple activity you can do, sit and do anytime. If people think, Kya ho gaya yaar? What is happening to this guy? He's closing eyes and doing, what is this? Don't worry about people. Let them think whatever, right? You're just doing for your own self. Just relax and do this. It's okay. Don't feel shy otherwise. Okay, coming to the, moving on to the next aspect on the physical side, right? What do you see on the screen? The most loved food for all? Yes? No? Correct? Okay, isn't it? Okay, the pizza on the left, probably this is a juice, I would say, just to be good. Okay, what people can interpret that is different, the middle one. And the third one is the burger and a drink, a cola or what kind of a drinks. This is like we love to have always. The food is like, yaar bhook lag raha hai yaar, mujhe chuhe daud rahe hain pet mein, right? This is quite common for us. But imagine, I have a question to you. How long on an average a human being can survive without food, solid food? Average human being globally, forget India, globally. Any guesses? Bina khane ka. Uta illade.
6-7 days.
6-7 days. Okay, wonderful. Any other answers?
3 or 4 days.
4 days. Okay. Hope you're
So on
telling.
chat, people are saying a week.
Sorry, Keval?
On chat, people are saying a week, 1 week.
Okay. Don't think from your own view, okay? Think from average human being, okay? So 1 week, 3-4 days, okay, 7 days. Actually, any more responses?
Yeah, 1 month.
Okay, 1 month. Who was that? 1 month?
Sachidanand Singh.
Okay, he is closest. On an average human being, as per the research papers and everything, it is, I'm not telling you the range, but the median or average is around 21, 3 weeks, 21 days or 3 weeks. You would have seen people fasting on different occasions, on different aspects, right? It can be religious, non-religious, spiritual.
Water, right?
Yeah.
So, but that's with water.
I'm talking about solid food, without solid food.
Yeah, with water you can survive longer, but without
I'm
anything.
talking about average human being without solid food. All these are solid food. I'm just giving an example of solid food as an example. Without having a full meal, without having a proper breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'll
in
come
that case, it can be longer.
Sorry?
Yes, sir. In that case, it can be longer.
Yes, exactly. So that is the least. Agreed? Everyone agrees? Without food on an average, yeah, you can do research also. It's available on Google or whatever. Coming to the next. Okay, food is not important. 21 days we can manage, or 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 2 weeks. The next comes. After the food aspect comes the drink. Coming to, who was that? I forgot her name. Sorry. Who spoke just now about the water?
So me.
Priya.
Priya, very good. Without water, without liquid, without semi-liquid, how long can we survive?
Vimal says 3 to 4 days.
Okay. Any more
Max of 2
responses?
days, I think. 2 days actually.
2 days, okay. Who else?
Many people saying 2 to 3 days.
Okay. Okay, almost all of you are nearby. It's 3 days. Without liquid, without water, without semi-liquids, max 3 days. Yeah. People on fast, they keep drinking water. Ask them to fast without water also. It's very difficult, impossible. Because what is the content of liquid or water in our body? Any guesses? It varies. I know average range varies.
70%.
Yeah, almost like, yeah.
Nilish says 60%.
Okay.
It's close to 80% is what I think.
Okay, most of you are correct. The range is between 60 to 80%. So I'll consider average or median is a 70%. That's really good, right? And what is the water, or how much percentage of water constitutes the planet Earth, where we live?
70. 71.
Perfect, Cable. Yeah. So imagine what is there inside is same as in the Earth, planet Earth. Too much of heat is also not good. Too much of cold is also not good. Any water is being less is also not good. Too much of, right? So what is there inside and outside is same in the planet Earth and in your body. So liquid is so important. Yeah. Coming to the next one, breathing. Without proper oxygen, without air, how long can we survive on an average human being? Average human being, okay, not people who are like expert swimmers. They call us gotakors.
1 minute maximum, 30 seconds or 40 seconds.
Okay.
Larika says 3 minutes.
Okay. Few more answers.
I think I
Maybe
will
2
die in
minutes.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
5 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Great. Right. So oxygen, the most important critical for us, max 3 minutes, max to max on an average. That's how humans can survive without it. Imagine the kind of issues we had in India on oxygen ventilators. No oxygen available. More oxygen. Oxygen is available in plenty in the air, but we are not able to breathe properly, right? So which is most critical? Is it the food? Is it the water or oxygen? Obviously oxygen, right? Then comes the water, then comes the food. But what's happening today, our focus has been only on food, right? It's good. I'm not saying food is bad. I'm saying We are not mindful of when to eat, how to eat, why to eat. Okay. You get a nice aroma whenever I sit, in the afternoon meetings in my window, I get a nice aroma of some good food, pasta, Maggie, noodles, burger, pizza. And suddenly I tell my wife, hey, my wife, please make something this afternoon. I'm really hungry. Come on, I made already a proper rice sambar for you. You are asking suddenly this. No, I smell this aroma, right? This is like binge eating. Suddenly we trigger. And today, these days, it's as easy because of digital revolution we have today. Click a app, Swiggy, wow, special offers for you, 20% discount. Lagao coupon code, order karo fatafat. Khao pizza, khao burger. It's at the tip of your fingers. But khane ke baad, who will digest it? You have to digest it. Not companies will not come and help you to digest anything. So then you'll have then Jalusil, Pudin Haraji, G, Y, whatever. So be mindful in what you eat. The food which you eat today is also a medicine. The food which you eat excess will also become a poison, right? So you need to finely balance. You are the best judge of it. Today we may not be mindful, but in the long run, it's going to be difficult, right? There's a small joke I'll tell you, okay, just to make it more lively. So one person goes to a doctor and, sir, I am becoming overweight. I am not getting sleep and all. Okay, sir, no problem, sir. मैं आपको ठीक करा दूंगा. I'll help you to improve your health. So do one thing. Have this tablet and have one chapati in the morning, one chapati in the evening. That's what the doctor advises the patient. And what was the immediate question from the patient to the doctor? Any guesses?
Yeah, after the breakfast or after the dinner, one chapati.
Good one. He says, should I have it before or later, the one chapati? So that's how people have taken this for granted. So it's the right time. If you can improve your well-being and health now, you might be an amazing personality. You need not, really burn out and then come back to a journey. Why need to be a transformation? When you are continuously in transformation, there's no need to do from very bad to good, right? If you can sustain very good for long term, it's much more healthier. Milkha Singh, who passed away this year, I suppose, the great athlete, the great runner, he used to run even at his last age. He used to run 5K, 10K every day. If he can do at his age, why not us? What is stopping us with amazing health we have today? The age is supporting us, right? You have to just give that 5% in a day. What is 5% in a day out of 24 hours? What is 5% in a day? Or 2% in a day? Forget 5%, 2%. 30 minutes, is it correct? Am I right? You are with me, everyone?
That's right, yeah.
See, if you can give back that 30 minutes, 2% or 1% in a day, your body will be so happy, it will give back to you, right? So that's so important. So what are we doing? So what is the purpose? Now, what I am trying to conclude is you have to do intermittent diet. So intermittent diet is like, do it gradually, like have something in like, let's say I'm a person who is used to have a breakfast, right? Let's say everyone wakes up at 6 on an average, typically 6, and you sleep in the night at 10, right? Morning 6 you wake up and then at night you sleep. So from 6 onwards, right, you have your direct brunch. I would say brunch. It's a mix of breakfast and lunch at around 10 o'clock. Just an example, just take me this as an example, what I'm sharing, right? At 10, you have some kind of a brunch. And then from 10 to 2 is 4 hours. At 2 o'clock, have some simple, right, buttermilk, liquid, any kind of liquid or a fruit, small fruit or liquid, anything you want to do, right? At 2 o'clock, it can be a tender coconut, it can be a juice, anything you would like to do at 2, right? And then in the evening 6, you have your supper or a small dinner or light dinner or evening snack, right? So why this bell curve? Heavy brunch, then in between little bit juice, and then you close with a lighter food. Because when the sun is there with you, like 12 hours, we are really grateful that we have 12 hours of window period of sunlight. And imagine people in Norway where there is no 6 months, no sun, no, even in Antarctica, right? but at least we are fortunate. We are most of you are in India, that 12 hours is an equal good period. So that way, whenever there's a sunlight and energy, your food burning capacity is easier. The more later you have your food at the evening and later night, it's not going to consume or it's not going to be digested. It's going to be more time consuming. Yeah. So it's important that you have whatever the heavy food you want to do during the daytime than in the evening times. So what's happening these days, most of us are eating heavy food, heavy dinner. Chalo yaar, aaj shaadi ke liye jate hain, party ke liye jate hain, khao piyo. Yeah. Do it. I'm not saying don't do it. Do once in a while, it's okay. But doing every day, regularly, often, it's going to impact your health. So from evening 6, if you finish your snack, then evening 6 to next day morning is how many hours? Sorry, next day 10 o'clock. Evening 6 to next day 10 o'clock, how many hours? How many hours? Evening 6 to next day 10 o'clock. 24 hours?
We were saying 16.
Exactly, 16 hours.
16.
Perfect, 16 hours. Imagine if you can fast for 16 hours every day, then your biological body clock automatically adjusts and balances, right? That's so important. So make sure if you can start with automatically, see any food consumed, it's an energy. You know about the energy, right? Einstein theory, energy, everything, right? So any energy which is consumed, it has to be burnt out somewhere. If you are storing that energy, if it's not being burned, where will it go? It will get stuck in your body. So every energy you consume, it has to be burnt. If you are not burning that energy, let's say I had 300 calories of whatever, but if you're not burning equal amount of 300 calorie worth of energy, then it's not helping you at all. So make sure you balance your food and balance your diet. So now next question would be, sir, how will I start? I'm already having my lunch at 2 and having breakfast at 8 and 9. And so do it gradually. Let's say you're having early morning breakfast at 8 a.m. or 8:30, slowly shift it by 30 minutes or 60 minutes next day from 8:30 to have it at 9:30, right? And then what you do, reduce your time of your dinner. If you're having your dinner at 8:30, 9 in the night, come slowly to the earlier evening. If you're having at 9, have it at 8. So there has to be some discipline you have to bring in, slow and steady. Once you start doing that, gradually you will end up being at 10 and 6. I know most of our jobs are not easy. Most of your studies, what you're doing is not easy, but do it gradually. Some days, okay, in a week, 1 or 2 days, you're not able to do, can understand. But every day you're not able to do, it's very difficult. Start with 1 day, 2 day, and make it a habit. Then you will succeed. And without doing even any running, workouts, anything, automatically you will see your health is getting improved. Hope the intermittent diet example was good. Any questions on this?
So may I ask something?
Yeah, please go ahead.
So as you know, in intermittent fasting, there are different ways like 5:3 or 16:8 or alternate day fasting. Which one do you think is effective?
Depends on the individual. I would say see your kind of, talk to nutritionist or dietitian in case you are very skeptical, or sometimes we never know what is it. But I would recommend, which worked for me, is 16:8. 16:8 has been really helpful for me to balance my energy. Today, if I am aware that yesterday I didn't work out, today my consumption of food should be balanced equally, right? I should know how much food I'm eating. If you are self-aware, we're going to talk on the next topic on mindfulness, which is exactly correlated. How to be self-aware and mindful of how I'm eating or not eating. Yeah. Hope I answered your question.
So you think like for everyone it will be a bit different depending on their body type. For some people it might be 5:2 or alternate day fasting.
Exactly. Yes. Find your best routine. Yeah.
So as in when we are talking about diet, there is also keto diet, which is very famous. So which one do you think is better again here?
I wouldn't recommend
keto is better.
I wouldn't recommend saying, okay, keto is best, that is best. I would say find what is right for you, for your current situation. Okay. So I have practiced 16:8. For me, it worked well because some people are vegetarian, some people are non-vegetarian, some people are semi-vegetarian. So just look around holistically and find the right thing for you. Okay. Hope that helps.
Sir, like personally, intermittent fasting has worked for me, but when I suggested it to a friend of mine, it didn't work for her. Why do you think it didn't work for someone?
It depends on many situations, right? what kind of shift that person is doing, or what kind of habits that person has, right? Is he eating properly, not eating? How his lifestyle also is very much subjective. How are we managing our day in, day out? So a lot of questions arises.
Even
When do we eat?
sleep
When do we
schedule
eat?
matters, right?
Schedule
Or what
matters a lot. Yes,
and
schedule
what
matters
you
a
eat.
lot. Personal behaviors, the circle do we live in, how is our circle, where I am associated. So all matters a lot on whether it fits someone or not.
Okay, sir.
Welcome. Thanks. Great questions. Thank you so much. Any other questions before we switch over from intermittent diet to the next topic? All good? Okay. If all good, I'm also really good. Okay. Moving to the another big topic called emotional well-being. What is emotional well-being? Oh, I'm not emotional anymore. I don't cry for emotional movies anymore. I watch only more movies which are highly like no drama, right? Does it mean that way? What is it? What is emotional well-being? Any thoughts? Or mental well-being?
You should be able to control your emotions and not get like break down or something because of a situation, or feel differently and then hurt yourself like mentally or emotionally.
Yes. Yeah. Any more responses?
So Larika says balance of emotions.
Okay. It's the multiple ingredients of, like, you watch a movie, it has drama, emotion, whatever, right? Multiple things. It's having a variation factor. Same way it goes inside us also, right? So we need to manage our emotions very well. We shouldn't react to the situation. We should respond. Let's say someone, your best friend, ditched you. Someone, your close relative, left you, betrayed you, trust. What is the immediate response? How can he do this to me? I trusted that person. ऐसे कैसे हो गया? क्यों हो गया? This is where the mind start mentally. What happens is something called as, we have a prefrontal cortex. Anyone knows about that? Prefrontal cortex. What is that? Anyone knows about this? किसी को पता है? Any science students here? Okay. Prefrontal cortex is called as your CEO of the brain. Basically, it does all your cognitive tasks, all your thought process of creative work. Everything is done by this prefrontal cortex. And there is something called as amygdala, which is your limbic brain, which is at the inside, this small piece. Whenever you have emotional wear and tear, your front portion, prefrontal cortex, shrinks. And then the amygdala, which is in the limbic brain, it expands. What is the correlation between this is, in earlier days, primitive years, 1,000 years back, when we used to be in the caves, in Mohenjo-daro, Harappa kind of a situation, right? We always used to have a constant fear of our job security or safety, food, living, whatever. We used to have those challenges a lot more. Those challenges are different today. I'm not talking about that, but we used to be always in a constant fear. When you have a constant fear, you will be in a mode of fight or flight. These days they have added freeze. You will have fight, flight, or freeze. So what happens is, suddenly something happens, right? Immediately your professor, your college lecturer, or let's say from your boss, manager, anything, you suddenly get scolding from your parents and from anyone. Then you don't know what to do. Then you will fight. Basically, you reply back something nasty message, or you call back something saying, or you freeze. You don't respond anything. You are like still understanding what happened. Or you will run away from it, or you block the person, you block the account, you don't respond, don't attend his calls, something like this you do. This is called fight, flight, or freeze mode. So whenever you are mentally not aware, mentally not present, and you're reacting to the situation, your limbic brain takes into position, you become like an animal. Most other than humans, all other living beings, they have larger portion of limbic brain kind of an activity, which is there in the subconscious. So it's always in active mode. Do you want to be in a situation where your limbic brain is active, creating a lot of stress? Do you want to be? No, right? We don't want to be in a situation. We want to be more creative, cognitive whenever we are making any response or any decisions. So that's where emotional well-being is so important. So in emotional well-being, there's another factor called self-awareness, right? Or mindfulness is a very critical or important aspect. Yeah. And that's where we're going to talk about this being self-aware, self-regulated, right? We want to talk about this today. Any questions? I saw a chat. Any questions on this?
Yes, Raman. So, Pragya has a question that thinking about one's future in regards of career and other life prospects can lead to stress, worry, and fear in one, which can lead to disturbances in physical, emotional, mental, and social well-being. So, what are the possibilities and methods for one to follow up and keep in mind to think about it as well as not being stressed out about it? Also, are there any positively impactful ways which can help out in daily life as well?
Perfect. Great question. Thanks a lot for asking. So I'm going to touch upon these questions in a few minutes from now. Yeah, I'm going to address those. Thanks, Kevin. So we're going to talk about the mindfulness. Okay. There are two aspects, formal and informal. Formal mindfulness is going to be all about doing a proper meditation, formal mindfulness. And we're going to do that for a few minutes. Can everyone do that for a few minutes with me? I'm going to play music. So please join me on this. I'm going to play something. We're going to do this for just 5-10 minutes. I'm hearing an echo. Can everyone go on mute? Okay, we're going to do for 10 minutes a mindfulness session, right? Proper meditation. So sit properly, sit easily wherever you are seated. I'm playing a music now. Hope you can hear me. Is it loud, the music and my voice? Yeah? Okay, Keval?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Relax, sit straight, wherever you are seated. Completely relax yourself. Keep your eyes closed. Relax your shoulders. Back is straight. Neck is straight. You're completely relaxing yourself. Slowly bring your attention to your forehead. Relax your forehead. Release your worry, the stress. Everything is released from your forehead. Just release those. Then slowly bring your attention to your eyes. Relax your eyes. Thank your eyes for helping you to see every day, every time. Thank your eyes. Relax your face. Relax. Make it softer and softer and softer. Relax your ears and thank your ears for listening every day, every time. Bring your attention to your nose. Relax your nose. Relax your nose. Just feel the tingling sensation at the edge of your nostril. The air is coming in and going out. Just be the observer. Don't try to control your breath. Just let it come in and go out. No control at all. Just keep bringing back your focus to this breath, which is going in and out. As you keep breathing, you will feel your breath is becoming slower, and thinner. That's okay. Just keep observing your breath. Then gently move your focus to your chin, to your cheeks. Just relax them. To your neck region. Relax your neck region. Thank your neck for always supporting you, supporting your head, your upper body, and letting the food, water, air to go in and go out. Then slowly relax your shoulders. Completely relax your shoulders. Imagine that cool air is passing on over your shoulders like the waves of the ocean. It's relaxing you, and you're feeling all your burden, your concerns, your worries, your stress, your problems, all are getting vanished. They're getting evaporated. They're no more with you. They're passing away as you breathe in and breathe out. They're just going away from you. You're much more relaxed, softer, calmer, and peaceful. Slowly move your attention to your biceps. Relax your biceps. Then your elbow, relax. The forearm, relax. Your arms, relax. Your palm, relax. Your thumb, your index, your middle, your ring, and your small fingers. All fingers are getting relaxed. Slowly move your attention to the forearm, the elbow, the biceps. Relax. Then bring your attention to your chest. Relax your chest. Relax your heart. Be thankful to your heart. It has been pumping 72 times per minute for you. It has been pumping from the day you are born to the time you will be living. So be so thankful to your heart. As your heart is pumping, it's circulating the fresh blood. Along with this, you're also circulating the happiness, peace, tranquility, celebration, blessings, and everything is coming to you. All your wishes are coming true as you inhale deeply. The heart is filling your entire body with all these things. And you're becoming more grateful for what you have today. And you're feeling more blessed. And slowly you come back to your belly region. Relax your belly region. Relax. Relax your abdomen. Relax your thighs. Relax your knees. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your feet. Relax your big toe, second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, and the fifth toe. Relax your feet. Relax your ankle. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your knees. Relax your thighs. Relax your abdomen. Relax your belly region. Relax your chest, your heart. Relax your shoulders. Relax your hands. Relax your neck. Relax your ears. Relax your face. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyes. Relax your nose. Relax your nostril. Relax. Just focus on your breathe. Just breathe. Inhaling. Exhaling. Just focus on your breathe. Just relax. Just focus. Just your breathing and breathing easily and comfortably. Just relax and relax and relax and relax. And gently bring your hands to the front. Rub your hands and slowly cup your face. Back to the world. Back to the session. How are you feeling all after this mindfulness session? Meditation, I would say. The body scan, head to toe. You scan from all your body parts. How was the experience?
Relaxed.
Thank you. Any other experiences?
So people are saying calm and relaxed.
Thank you.
Yeah, the nice relaxing feeling. So
Thank you. Thank you so much. Imagine the mindfulness has such a great impact. Any other thoughts I see on the chat?
Peaceful, people saying peaceful.
Great. I did almost 9 minutes, 8 seconds around. This is the impact for you. If every day you can just do this simple music, relaxing your body, calming down, some gratitude, thanking your own body. Don't thank anyone else. Thank your own body, which has sustained you for so long. It's a precious gift. Body is a precious gift for you. And this is the instrument which will take you to the next things. Take this body as an instrument and a tool for you to be successful. If you respect your body, body will respect you. So take care of your body and your mind. So do this technique, simple technique, easy technique, no science, no formula. Just being gratitude to your body parts step by step. Imagine if you have any kind of disease or anything, there's something called as therapy, mindfulness therapy. Even if you do for anyone who's feeling ailing, even if, let's say, you are having a bad heart or you're having some issues on your hand, just do this curing, okay? There is a movie in Netflix, now it's not available, it's called Heal. It talks about simple psychological way to heal your body parts by your own, right? For us, we can heal ourselves. The tendency of our natural body is that it can heal by itself. Imagine the animals, the birds, the insects. Which doctor is there for them? I know veterinary doctor is there for some portions. But who is healing them every day? They themselves are healing. We have that power to heal our own body, our mind. We have to believe that and we have to practice it every day. Imagine if 10 days you are so peaceful and happy, imagine the output, the outcome which you're going to give to others, to your own self, to your family, to your college, to your institution, whatever you're doing today. It's going to be of great impact when you follow this basic mindfulness. Okay.
So
Some of you are
Raman,
sharing on chat. Sorry.
yeah, sorry, I was coming to that point. So Sachidanand says he feels soothing. Nigam says he is grateful to his body. So normally eyes, heart, nose, we don't release in all this busy world. But first time I thank my body.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. So this is a formal mindfulness. Okay. If you can formally do this, it's going to be helpful. This is the way you can do in the morning when you get up. Whenever we get up in the morning, chalo yaar phone check karte hain. Check the phone. What's happening? World. Did I miss my call from Donald Trump? Did someone else call me? Oh, I missed the call from them. Is it so critical, important, early morning, first thing? No. Phone is not the first thing in the morning. Thank your body. Thank yourself. Be grateful for the day you're seeing the sunlight. So this is how you should start the day. Phone you can check later on, not that critical, right? So that's how you do, right? In the morning or afternoon or evening, whenever the schedule suits you, do this. Choose a date, choose a time, like in the morning I'll do at 6 or 8, or when I get up, Just this 5 minutes, 10 minutes, start your day. I'll tell you, I bet you, if you do this every day, your life will change from here on. I can bet you. Most of you have changed, but this can be much more helpful for you in the long run. And then do it start with 5 minutes, then start with 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, right? Listen to this kind of a soothing music and practice this. This can be of great impact, okay? This is all about the formal mindfulness. Coming to the informal. Informal mindfulness is like not doing too many things at the same time, okay? Now I'm with you physically, mentally, psychologically. I have to be with you with this session with young Indians. Imagine if I didn't respect you, I'm checking my phone. They will listen to me anyway. I'll off my camera. Let me chat something on the phone. Let me do something else. This is what we are doing constantly every day. Okay, this lecture is boring for me. Let me do something on mobile. Let me do something. What happens is you are 100% distracted. Either you're not with them or either you're not here. Either if you don't like, switch off that and do this, or be binary in this case. Be there or here. Not being here, not being there is of no value, anything for anyone. So avoid multitasking. Doing two things, cognitive activity at the same time, right? A simple exercise, right? To explain you this. If you count A, B, C, D, you can easily do it in 10 seconds, 5 seconds. 1 to 26, you can do it easily. But if I ask you to do A1, B2, C3, it's a cognitive task, okay? Think A1, B2, C3, D4, E5, F6, your mind becomes slow and so because it's a cognitive task. So anytime you do cognitive task, you need to be careful. Don't do multitasking. Be it anything. If you're preparing, cooking, anything, probably you might ask me a question. There might be situations where I can just listen and walk. Okay, if that listening doesn't require more of a cognitive activity or a task where you need not action anything from listening to it, then do it. Like basic walking you want to do and listen, do it. But not too much of running and listening to something, right? You will not be able to focus. So just walking and listening, or let's say I want to listen to something and do, which is not cognitive, it's okay to be done, or not a creative work. So not doing two activities at the same time is not good. That's what I'm trying to convey. Do one thing at a time. It causes too much of a stress to your brain, not to you, but to your brain. Brain is yours actually. Don't think it brain, yeah, bahar hai. Ye beja bahar baithta nahi hai. Beja is inside you. The brain is inside you. So make sure you don't do two things at the same time. So when you do these two things at the same time, every time, I'm going to tell you, bet you, the stress is the factor. Aging, you'll age fast if you're not mindful. And a lot of diseases also occurs to this, okay? And many times I've seen people are eating food and seeing the phone. Are you feeding your body or you're feeding your phone? Sometimes I feed it even the phone. I saw phone. Phone doesn't need your food. Phone needs the charging. Don't feed the food to it. I've seen people eating food in front of the laptop. It has spilled over on the laptop. All these instruments don't do while eating. Eat mindfully, properly, chew the food, feel the food. Sometimes they burn the toe. Have you seen sometimes you drink tea, coffee, hot food, your tongue is burnt because of lack of mindfulness. You're not fully aware. You didn't feel the aroma first. You didn't feel the warmness or coldness in it, right? So be mindful. Don't rush. Rush is a very bad factor. Don't rush. Plan your day. Don't put too many things in one go. So that's what I would say in the formal and mindfulness, right? Informal mindfulness. So do one thing. If you're watching TV, watch TV. If you're seeing phone, just see phone. Dedicate a specific time in a day. Okay, I'll check my phone, only Instagram, only in the night at 8 p.m. Dedicate that time, schedule it. It's a discipline you have to bring in slow and steady. Don't rush yourself. So do it gradually. If you want to watch LinkedIn, do it. If you want to see a movie, do it. But do one thing at a time. Not checking LinkedIn again, Instagram together along with TV. Don't do that. So if you're with your family, be with your family. If you're with your friend, be with your friend. If I'm talking to you, I have to be giving eye-to-eye contacts. Many people do. Bolo bhai kya karna hai? Bolo main baat kar raha hu tumse. But I'm checking my phone. Don't do that. Respect the person who is there with you. Respect the time of others. Don't do two things at the same time. This is what is about formal and informal mindfulness. Any questions? I see on the chat there might be some questions.
Yes, Raman. So Vimal Prashant, he has a question that with current era and developments, digital well-being needs care too. Can you please enlighten us as part of this journey today?
Yes, sure. The digital detox, which is so important, which I'm going to touch upon. Thanks, Vimal, for picking that up. So make sure some of you use different phones, but there is something which you get on every weekly basis. You can check the screen time. How much screen time have you spent on the phone? I do get it every Sunday on my iPhone. So same way you might be getting. So see which are those apps are you spending too much time. Reduce it. Is it a need? You spend 4 hours on LinkedIn, unless you are working for a LinkedIn company, right? Unless you are looking for something else and there's a purpose behind it. So if that is a job, it's a different thing. But if it's not something critical, it's not something you're just binging on it, it's not good. So for a tip like I've done for myself is I have deleted all the social apps. I have deleted Facebook. I have deleted. What I do is I use it through the browser. So whenever I need, I dedicate the time in the afternoon or in the evening. I say, okay, 2 p.m. I'll just check this. So I will log in because I'm formally logging in every time. Then I'm mindful. I'm not really just checking easily because app is available for me. So I log in for 15 minutes. I dedicate the time and come out of it. That's how you need to dedicate. If you are working, if you're checking your emails, make sure you check that particular time. I check only emails and 10 to 10:30. Then schedule it. After 2 hours, I'll check it at 12 o'clock to 12:15. So dedicate time. Every time you receive notification, you jump to it, keep checking. So technology is good. Many friends have told me, I have deleted my Facebook account. I have deleted my LinkedIn account. Deleting doesn't help anyone, but balancing is so important. It's like a knife. A knife you can kill someone and you can cure someone. Like doctor can use it. A surgeon can help you to cure it. But same way, digital tools also. Use it wisely. Use it for your purpose. Know when to use, why to use, how to use. Don't blame the technology for our mistakes. Technology is there. We need to be careful which news I need to read, which news I need to restrict. I have disabled all my group WhatsApp notifications. Okay, I will see them only in particular time. Okay, group messages, what is there, what is critical, I'll see it. So that way, schedule everything. The options, features are available in every app and tool. Use it wisely. Don't get too much exposed to these tools. It creates panic, it creates stress, it creates anxiety for you. Too many notifications, too many messages, right? Oh, the cases have gone up. Oh, cases. What are you doing with that? Are you a doctor? Are you going to go cure someone immediately? Go in a hospital? Information is needed, but what do you want to do with that information? See what is the relevancy, what is the need. Use that information for your purpose. Any thought, any information has a purpose. That thought doesn't lead to action. That thought is vague. That thought is not needed. So be mindful of the information which you choose. Yeah. So on the digital detox, disable the phone in the night when you sleep. There's no need. Disable all the notifications of LinkedIn, Coursera, whatever notifications you get from social media. In the morning or evening, before going to the bed, 1 hour before, off your electronic gadgets, electronic things, tab, TVs, everything. Be stress-free, avoid electronics. It's not good. Yeah, it's harmful for your eyes. Take care of your eyes, your own well-being. So last 1 hour before you sleep, spend thanking, gratitude note, write a note. I'm thankful for 10 things in a day. Or it can be, you can use this time wisely for, disable on spending time with your family, your friends, talking to them face to face or anything. Spend reading a book, use wisely. If you use phone till the last night, you'll never get a sleep. You sleep late every day. Be self-aware on this. Yeah. So digital detox is very important. I know we are rushing the time. How much time do you have, Keval?
10 more minutes.
Okay.
10, 15 minutes. So there's one more question from Sachidanand. So he says, as Raman sir said, he feels very heavy while climbing upstairs. So I feel the same. So is yoga enough to lose weight or become healthy, or we need to do weightlifting or similar stuff?
Okay. So you have to do everything, not just one thing, which is appropriate for you. You can do yoga, intermittent diet, proper food, right? Proper exercises. Everything is needed. That's why you have these 4-5 pillars. Physical well-being is important. Exercising, any kind of exercise which helps you to improve your cardiovascular. Cardiovascular is the most common disease in the world. And WHO, if you go to the WHO site, the most common diseases are because of cardiovascular, heart attacks and all this. And that itself will lead to other diseases, right? So cardio, any activity which makes you to really pump up. Some of the activities like running, walking, cycling, swimming, all these are key activities which will increase your heart pumping. So make sure you burn out. Yoga also helps. Some of the yoga techniques which are there, which helps you to burn out. You can do whatever suits you. It can be gym, it can be running, it can be cycling, but do some activity that is more important. And also food habits. Choose your food wisely. That's also important. Sleep properly. Avoid digital. All these will only will help you to improve your own well-being. Yeah, hope I answered that question. Before I switch over to the other questions and answer those, talking about social well-being quickly. Social well-being is what? Imagine, can you just be a saint from the time you are born till the time you end? No, everyone is not a saint. Everyone is not yogi, right? You cannot go in Himalayas, live for 100 years. Those days are gone now. So social well-being is also important for you. You have to connect to the people. You have to talk to the family. You have to talk to the friends. Running away from this day-to-day mundane thing is not easy thing. You have to balance this. You need to know your social circle, right? Social well-being. Do you know someone who can talk to you, hear to your problems, right? You need to have those best 2 or 3 friends who can listen to you, who can help you, your relatives. You need to be in touch. Don't cut the relationship with anyone. Balance it, right? Don't use it excessively. It's fine balance, right? Too much of social well-being is also not good. Too much of not being also socially is also not good. So there's an art of fine balancing it. It gradually gets there. Be in touch with your parents, your family, say hi, hello, right? That social well-being is a critical factor. This social well-being also be connected to your passion, right? Let's say I am very love yoga, then I'll have a social yoga. I'm part of yoga communities, yoga well-being. I join them on the forums. I participate. So that can be. You might be a lover of book. Join those communities. Join those, right? You love running. You love cycling. It can be anything. So that's where you can do your social community connect. Don't get isolated. Don't get, isolation is the biggest thing, and depression. It leads to depression and other diseases. So be socially connected. To know, and again, doesn't mean socially connect. Okay, I'm there on Facebook. No issues. I have my friends. They'll respond. No, social also personal, one-to-one, right? I know in pandemic we cannot, but you need to manage that, balance it. Use the social well-being for your own well-being. Yeah. Coming to the most important aspect, ikigai. Ikigai is what is ikigai? Anyone know ikigai? Ikigai is what? Quickly.
It's a therapy.
Okay. Any other answers? Can I have some answers?
Knowing what makes you happy.
Okay. Ikigai is basically a Japanese term.
Long life and happy life.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, good answers, almost nearby. Ikigai is a Japanese term. As you see the Japanese letters, the purpose of living, purpose of being, purpose of your life. Why are we here? There is a purpose. No one is born without a purpose. Everyone is born with a purpose. But many times we have to find it, search it, then you get it. So knowing that is so important. It can be, for some people it takes minutes. For some people it takes hours. Some people it takes days. Some people it takes months, years. Steve Jobs didn't know when he was born that what's the purpose. Later on, he found his purpose. Or Mark Zuckerberg or Bill Gates, whoever you take, the best people in the world, right? They found their purpose later on. So you should know clearly what is your purpose, what do you want to do, what do you want to achieve. That is what Ikigai is all about. So Ikigai has 4 portions. One is what is your passion? What is your heart? What is your love? What are you passionate about? That passion has to translate to a profession. Sometimes our passion and profession is different. So make sure, if it's possible, link your passion to your profession. Once you match your profession, then you work towards the vocation. What is vocation? Vocation is something which basically you can be paid for, right? For example, my passion is yoga well-being, right? And my profession is a business consultant. But my skill sets, I'm being paid for being a program manager or a whatever manager in some organization, right? 3 different things. And what the world needs something today. Someone can help the society. Can you give back with this, what I'm doing? So whenever your passion, profession, vocation, and mission is matched, that's where you'll attain your Ikigai. A simple example of that is a person, I'll tell you, Steve Jobs, right? Everyone loves him. Most of us, we know. His passion was about design, right? And he used to love designing things, or feel of the design. And from there, he made that as his core skill and a strength as a profession of developing the phone or right, iPhone or iPad, whatever. And that itself started paying back to him as a company, as a payment, as a shares and everything. And that indirectly helped the world to find a better design. The phone, I have invested on this phone for last 2 years. It's surviving still. Again, I'm not debating about which is a good phone, bad phone, but let's take this as from this perspective of Ikigai of Steve Jobs. And that's where the world is really being thankful for him, what he did as this kind of a design, what has been done today. So there is a whole circle. You think about Mark Zuckerberg or anyone, Ratan Tata or anyone, the great people on this earth. So this is what has happened. So find your Ikigai, what you love. It takes a time, but do research on Ikigai. There are plenty of things on Ikigai. This will help you to find your passion. So that's where even your social well-being and everything comes to a purpose and your self-awareness of what you want to do and achieve. Okay, I know we are coming to an end. Social connect, as I spoke, connect with this Ikigai and purpose, try to do a social connect, community work and everything. Then you will start really feeling why I'm here today, what I'm doing to the society. Is that my passion? Is it giving back to what I'm doing, why I'm living today? What's my purpose? Have a purpose in mind. That's where you will wake up every day in the morning. And then that's where you will start doing your things. So everything has to be done holistically. That's why there's holistic well-being. Okay. I stop now for Q&A. I know a lot of questions on the chat. So we